Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be sharing an article I read on the New York Times early this morning. And while I was reading this article, Israeli hostages has been released from captivity in Gaza, and the Palestinian prisoner also released from Israel prisons. And as you know, an agreement about ceasefire has been agreed between Israel and Hamas. And while I'm recording this video, this peace agreement is going to be signed in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt. This is the article I want to share with you. Thousands return to northern Gaza, hopeful but faced with devastation. With a ceasefire holding overnight, many Palestinians continue to travel toward Gaza City on Saturday to learn what remains on their lives and homes. Thousands of people continue to travel by foot toward Gaza City on Saturday as ceasefire held overnight, but early accounts describe devastation across the area. The scale of destruction is really staggering, said Olga Cherevko, a spokeswoman for the United Nations Humanitarian Office, who visited the city this past week. We have a lot of people moving north Gaza and arriving to find the ruins where their homes used to be. So there is a lot of conflicting emotion. Mediators hope the ceasefire, which began at noon Friday, will lead to the end of 2 years of war. In Gaza, joy at the pause in fighting has been tempered by the scale of destructions that many face as they return to the north. Hundreds of thousands of people fled Gaza City last month, and Israel began a ground offensive there. Mahmoud Bassel, a spokesman for Gaza Civil Defense Emergency Rescue Service, said on Saturday that 63 bodies had been recovered in the streets of Gaza since the ceasefire began. He said he believed a dozen more were probably under the rubble. The director of Al-Shifa Hospital in Gaza City, Dr. Mohammed Abu Salmiya, said the healthcare system would face several shortages and immense challenges as people return to the city. We've finished one war and entered another, he said. Gaza is in a deep humanitarian crisis with widespread hunger, vast destruction of property, and most of its 2 million people displaced repeatedly in 2 years of war. The territory was impoverished before the war, and food supplies and other aid have been sharply curtailed since the conflict began, making circumstances more worse. The agreement reached on Thursday between Israel and Hamas contains stipulation for an increase of aid into enclave. Israel will allow the United Nations to deliver large amount of humanitarian aid into Gaza starting on Sunday, according to a senior United Nations official who spoke on the condition of anonymity to discuss the plans. The United Nations had said that 170,000 metric tons of food, medicine, and other supplies are staged and ready to be transported, where Israel has agreed to withdraw troops in Gaza. According to the agreement, Hamas would release the remaining Israel hostages, and it happened early this morning, in exchange for Palestinian prisoners held by Israel, and Israeli troops would withdraw to new deployment lines inside the territory. The deal is based on a 20-point plan announced last month by President Trump, though the truce reached this past week does not address some of the plan's key stipulations, including whether Hamas will agree to disarm. Mr. Trump has celebrated it as a victory. I've never seen happier people than many of these places, not just Israel, many of these places. They are all dancing in the street, Mr. Trump said at the White House even on Friday. I've never seen anything like it. He told the reporter that he believed there was consensus on most of the plan and that the hostages would be released on Monday. They are getting them now, he said. They are in some pretty rough places. Only a few people know where they are in some cases. In Gaza City on Saturday, the pause in fighting offered Palestinians a chance to return to the area to learn what remained on their homes. For many of those walking the coastal road from southern to northern Gaza, the pause in fighting offered a chance to return home and to learn what remained on their lives there. Rubble, rubble, rubble. Mona Mortaya, 27, an accounting student, was returning to a city she thought she might never see again. Our goodbye to Gaza felt like the last one, she said on Friday. Nearby, Hamed Jabra, 37, was working with his wife and 7 children. They fled Gaza City last month and also feared they might never return. Now I'm back, he said. There are no bombardments, no airstrikes, no fear. I finally feel safe, and my children do too. I hope this is a lasting situation, and a real peace will be possible in this among two people, and a two-state solution will be, possible. This is the article that, as you have understood, has been written a couple of days ago, but we know what is going on in the Palestine and Israel at this precise moment. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.